do think that if people see these music videos, they would never think that there was literally no crew, you know? I used to also not say these things in interviews because I wanted to keep the mystery, but you know, it's been so long. I think it's actually interesting to give people a little bit of the insight of what was going on. Because I do think if you really want something, you can make it happen. You just have to really want it and to be able to, like, you know, sacrifice a lot. I just killed a man, she's my alibi. Hi, I'm Sevdaliza, and this is my music video Playback. This is the music video for Alibi. Alibi was my biggest song that I've released so far. The song basically started to blow up before I had organized the release. So I just had to call up the girls and be like, hey Pablo, hey Isolde, we have to shoot a music video, honeys. It's going viral. We have to do it. I called Pablo and Isolde on Monday, and on Saturday we shot the music video in Sao Paulo. Everyone came together, the director, the crew, the production company. They all really supported the project because everybody believed in it. And I love the shot too, by the way, of Isolde. She's incredible. I feel like the song really brought together three divas in a way that you don't really see that much. Everybody really got their super strong moment in the music video. Oh my God, the first time I saw Pablo's shot where she's like doing this and she reveals her face, I gagged the down. I was like, sis, she ate that. The way the music video started, which was for me very interesting. Like, I've asked Pablo and both Isolde to write down the labels that they've encountered throughout their life. Pablo's words are on her bow tie, mine are on my skin. And you can see that the women are washing the words away from my body in the beginning. And the ones of Isolde are on the knife that she's like pulling in the table. We wrote it down in a way that we were able to, through the ritualistic video of Alibi and through the feminine energy that we bonded as unity together, we got rid of these labels. So that is something I think a lot of people are not really getting from the music video, but it's in there. We are all three very powerful, but we are not divided or in competition with each other because of this power. We are all three in our power, and in unity, we celebrate our power and our femininity. I am flesh, bones. That has a very interesting story. Okay, let me get into this. This is the first music video that everyone on the internet was talking about back in the day. I know that this music video looks quite expensive, but at the time I was an independent artist and I had literally zero budget. I called up a stable in Amsterdam. That's where this music video is shot. And I basically talked myself into being able to shoot at night. We got the stable for free because we were shooting at night. I wanted to have these horse legs. So I found this VFX artist who did body painting and then sculptural pieces at the foot. So like she created a hoof. She created this effect of like body paint spray, and the color basically transformed. So it looked like a very gradient, skin change into like the horse hooves. I'm a Baphomet. That's basically the symbolism behind the concept of this music video. When we started the body paint, I remember being on set around, let's say like 7 or 8 in the evening. We were supposed to start shooting around 10. The body painting took 7.5 hours. And it left us with so little time to shoot that we only had 2 scenes in the stable of me dancing. We had no time to shoot anymore. We needed to be out the stable by 4 in the morning. I didn't even have time to practice. Everything you see in the music video is completely improv. So we just went out there and I just did some stuff and everybody was like, oh my God, it looks la la la, but I was just freestyling. The director is really a good friend of mine, Emmanuel Ajay. It's an amazing director. Also the DP is still a good friend of mine, Paul Osger, shout out Paul. We really wanted to make it happen. Almost everybody was working, for passion. I'm still very proud of it. I still, when I'm in Amsterdam, I drive by the stable all the time. It's in the middle of the city. And yeah, for a long time, people really thought I was part of the Illuminati after this music video. They were like, she's in there. And I was like, maybe I am.
He never knew what I was made of. He couldn't melt me.
Oh yeah, this one has a crazy story too. This is that other girl. I was roaming around in Amsterdam and I visited this museum, and there were like these 3D printed sculptures, and they had the same texture as what you see in the music video. The artist was descripted, and it said Pussy Crew, and I was like, this looks sick. I basically wrote them an email, and I was like, you guys do incredible sculptures. And I saw their website, and I was like, do you guys also do music videos? And they were like, no, but we would like to try. So basically they came to my house, they crashed on my couch. I think they stayed at my house for 2 weeks. The process of capturing me in 3D was very interesting. They used this old medical device, and they had to like go around me, and I couldn't move. And if the light changed, we had to do it all over again. So they started to 3D scan me in the house and then like render. And then we started to, buy some certain models. And like, this was also a very, very low budget music video. And again, I was very impressed by, the effects it had on, alternative culture, and everybody was like super impressed about it and hyped about it. It was only me and Pussy Crew, like there was nobody else involved. It was just the 3 of us. It was a super amazing process to work with them, and I'm really proud of this music video. I love it. Looking back at my career as an artist, now that I'm also a bit older and I'm able to like detach more from it, I think like part of me was always shocked if I was putting out this kind of music video with like the little to no resources I had. And then seeing like, I remember like a bunch of pop videos copied some of these concepts, which I'm not really mad about at all. But back then I was always a bit shocked. I think it was because I was a new artist and I was not aware of that. You can actually make so much impact with something. I always thought like, no, but big artists, it's very different. They have big budgets. Why are they copying this? But I'm also inspired. You can see a lot of concepts here that you've seen on Pinterest or you've seen on the internet. And I think like, I was just being inspired, and they were being inspired by this. So I really see it as a form of flattery. Oh yeah, this is iconic. These were fun to make, a lot of stress. So this is the music video for Bluid. Bluid was a single that I released from my first record. The interesting thing is we are pretending to be ballroom dancers, but I cannot dance ballroom, neither can he. And we didn't have a choreographer. This was really like acting the role and having the passion to do it. So I think Bluid is a song about an unattainable love. And I say it in the lyrics as well, and I could only have you in my dreams. So we thought it was really cool in the video to play with the idea of me being in love with a gay man. There was this French adult actor who was really incredible, François Sagat. And I just DM'd him. And again, with the same question, low budget, no production. We were doing production together. We were able to get this location for really cheap. It's like a bridal rental space. We just waited for the day that they didn't have a booking. So they gave it to us for really cheap. And Francois, again, stayed at my house and we had the best time. He was incredible. And for me, like seeing all these music videos and thinking of like how much effort and energy I've spent on doing them, I just really think it shows that I really wanted this career. Because I do think that if people see these music videos, they would never think that there was literally no crew, The dress is put together for like $50. I did my own hair, my own styling, makeup. Yeah, it looks really cool actually. Like it doesn't look like a low budget music video.
We are machines made for dreaming.
Yeah, this is Nothing Lasts Forever, the deepfake video. I remember in this time, deepfake was like a hot topic because we were, the internet was being flooded with deepfakes. And I was like, what if I am able to do a music video with all these people without having to like actually have them on set? I basically had to ask Madonna and Julia Fox and A$AP Ferg and Grimes. I had to ask them to send me like pictures from all the angles, and it was so hilarious, like waiting for these pictures and like trying to send them to, you know, the deepfake team. I think with Madonna, they were able to grab a lot of content from the internet, but the legalities of it were also interesting because like deepfakes are officially like not allowed. You need to have like, you know, waivers and release forms. We got all of them. I think Madonna has always been so supportive to me throughout my career, and I'm really grateful for that. So I was really happy she wanted to be in the video. She was actually like so involved in how the deepfake was looking, and she was so interested in it. It was really amazing to work with her on this as well. Here you can see my signature move that I have been doing in a lot of my music videos. It's a move that makes men angry, which I think that's why I like it. I think it's an iconic move. I also think I'm really proud of my muscles here. It's natural. We had incredible bodybuilders on set that we got deepfaked onto. It was a really fun shoot. We did everything in one day, so I'm also super proud of this one. This is Road. I worked together with a director named Anahima. She's really incredible. This was quite a technical production. A lot of different shots that all had to feel like one journey. The mechanical bull is probably my favorite part of the music video because it also has a phallus at the front. And yeah, I'm just riding a huge phallus knight. The most challenging part about post in this music video was the reflections of all the crew and the camera and the blade. So like getting that out in VFX was very challenging because the blade was moving so fast. But yeah, they did an amazing job. We worked with Mathematique, who I've worked with many times actually. They also worked on my other music videos. The director of this music video is Anahima, and it was an incredible process working with her. This music video was quite easy to shoot, to be honest. I don't think that I spent a lot of like tiring hours. Some music videos I've like spent hours and hours in water and in the cold. I remember one time I almost died in a music video shoot because I had to walk into a lake and it was freezing. So compared to all of that, I feel like this shoot was really easy. And shout out to the director, because I always think like directors are able to make it very difficult for the artist, or they're able to make it very easy, and it was a very easy shoot actually. The whole music video is really about embracing the raw feminine, and this was probably a prelude to what my new record sounds like, because this was already way more raw, leaning into that dark feminine energy, and I feel like the music video really embraced that. Yeah. This just came out. This is the new music video for Heroine. Super proud of this one. Although people think that I am rich because of the music videos, this is the first high budget music video I've done. Heroine is really like a militant goddess energy. It's pointing at a lot of subjects that are politically charged, but also keeping it. It was an 18-hour day for me, which is obviously like a long day, but if you know that you're working on such an incredible project, it just flies by, like you don't really feel it. Shout out Tanu, she's an incredible Ukrainian director. I worked with her. I really was looking for a powerful female figure that could embody this song and this video. We came up together with the concepts, going from scene to scene. Like right now, I'm seeing the militant goddess scene. This dress, we shipped it from China. It took a month to arrive, and it was like 25 kilo, which I think is like 50 pounds. Yeah, so it's 50 pounds. You know, as you can see here, we tried to make like a feminine goddess museum. I have the transformer look that was built all in Georgia. I wanted to have a shoe car, so they actually built me a shoe car, and I was also able to drive in it, which was insane. This is probably also one of my favorite shots, the one with the burqa in front of the public school. This was a social commentary because, some countries recently have reversed the ability for women to, go to university to study. So this was a little shade to them because we're in 2025 and we should be driving flying cars, not revoking women in high schools and universities, okay? I try to always keep it but I am from Iran and I fled with my mom because we were oppressed and we still are oppressed. So I like to mix, the pop with social commentary, and I think Heroine is a perfect example. I've said this before, but I think my existence is a form of protest because I'm an Iranian woman that is free, and I want to make sure that my art also represents this. So I think that Heroine is really charged with political messages, but also messages. Yeah, I just love this music video. This was such a fun music video to make. This was my music video, Playback. I am obviously super proud of, the work that I've put out the past 10 years. I really enjoyed sharing messages about it and anecdotes. It's nice to look back at the past and be proud of what you've accomplished. Thank you.